is a continued part of making my March Chalk Club. Let me start over. That's one good thing. This is part 2, the continuation of the March Club Couture Transfer Bloom. Oh, the name of it is actually Full Bloom, and it's cherry blossoms. We get this one, a new one every month as a Chalk Couture designer. And this is the one we got, and I had been waiting for my order where I could use Mocha, which is the one that it was actually called for. But you could put any colors you wanted. And I started this in another video, which I shared because my granddaughter started, she came in toward the end of it, and it was so cute how she wanted to do it and how she put a fingerprint here and how I had to fix that. So I kept it and went ahead and shared it on YouTube. And that was this layer of it, the pink. And now we're going to finish it off and do the stems and the outer edges of the cherry blossoms. And in the process, I'm going to show you how to clean them real quick so that you can do it and turn around and do it again. Okay, it's a very easy process. This is a silk screen in here, and that's where the chalk is going. The Chalkology paste right here, and we're going to be using Mocha for the stems. Okay, so let's go ahead and peel that off and get started. I'm going to set this bloom aside so I don't get it lost. I'm good at losing things. I'm good at making mistakes. I'm good at saying the wrong word, but that's okay. I have fun doing it, and I hope that you could have a few laughs with me. Now, see if I can get it on there right. Nope. Some people said they were having trouble when they went to put this one down. So I'm actually going to stand up just a little bit so I can have a better view. They were trying to fit it into the corner. And you don't have to put it into a square or rectangle. It could be on an item that's round. But if you match up this large bloom first, the other should kind of fit in there close to it. And I think I've gotten pretty close here with it. I'm going to use my squeegee. And now we're going to stir the Mocha. For those of you new to Chalk Couture, this is a paste that can be cleaned up with water. If you open it up and it's too thick, this one doesn't look too thick to me, then you can add a little bit of water. This lid that I just pulled off helps keep the water in there. I'm going to stir it up real good because you never know until you stir it if it's the right consistency. And this looks like it is. It should be like icing or yogurt. Anytime it's too thick though, all you have to do is do a little spritz of water. I have a little spray bottle here just for that purpose. And I'm not pouring it in, I'm just spritzing it in there because it doesn't take much. I'm using a makeup spatula to daub it on, and I almost daubed it down here. I'm glad I didn't. This is a printmaking process. I won't know if I have enough on until I have squeegeed it. And you just want to cover those areas where the silk screen is. Looks like I'm going to have just enough. I think I've got all of it covered. And now I'm going to go through and scrape off any excess. I have trouble with that word sometimes, guys. Excess that I have, I can use it again. This is a company that's not even a year old. It really just got off the ground this past year. In July, I believe it was. And it's already grown so much, so quick, that they are lowering the prices of the transfers. They did that in February. They also had to get a new way to price them. They're A, B, C's, or D's. I think there may be some E's too. Okay, I'm going to set that over to the side because we're going to use it again when we put the branches over here. Okay, I'm going to peel up on the edge, but I don't want to stretch it. Okay, I'm laying it into a pan of water. Whoops. With the chalk side down. Now I'm going to let it sit there a few minutes while we do the bloom. I don't think the bloom's going to hit anything. Is that some chalk? Nope. Okay, we're going to use white for this one. This sure does look nice with the mocha. If I was doing this all in one step, and I had planned on doing that until the phone rang and stopped my video earlier today. It had nothing to do with my grandbaby. If you forget to turn your phone on Do Not Disturb, apparently when the phone rings, it stops your videos. So, I'm hoping that nothing will stop it this time around. Or I'll just wash it all off. And that's the good thing. If you make a mistake that you can't correct, you put a little bit of water on here and you wash it right off and start again. And because it doesn't take long to do, I'm using 3 colors here. Now if you were using 15 colors, and it might take a little bit longer. Okay, this one looks like it's really about the consistency of icing. But just because it looks a little bit thick to me, I'm going to spritz. See, it doesn't take much. Put a little water in there. Thin it up, stir it real good. Before I put it down on that word. Okay. Now, one thing I didn't get out yet is a baby wipe to clean my squeegee with. I don't want to contaminate the colors. If I was mixing colors together, then that'd be all right. You just wouldn't want to put pink back into your brown container. It's going to change your color if you do. You wouldn't want to put brown in your white unless you want to change the color. So that's why I'm wiping it off, and this is just a baby wipe, which I'm going to use again in a moment. Okay, let's get this spread out a little bit and squeegee it right across. Did I get that L? I think I did. I'm a very frugal person. so I'm going to get off as much as I can while I can. And clean that squeegee very quickly. And then I will put this one in the water. They always need to go directly into water, and you need to pull them off while the chalk is still wet. I have troubles with my corners, guys. Okay. Now I could say that I purposely went out, but I didn't. But I can show you how easily that is to clean up. Look there. Gone, gone. That turned out nice. Okay, now I'm going to set it aside. And we're going to pull the transfer out so you can see how easy it is to clean. I just have it in a dishpan of water. I'm putting the sticky side down because I'm going to clean the top first. Just using a baby wipe. That water, just that few minutes that it sat in there. And I was worried about this microfiber cloth giving it too much lint to where it wouldn't be sticky again, and it doesn't. It works very nicely. Okay, you don't want to dry it like with a hair dryer or a heat gun. You can dry the chalk like that, but you don't want to dry your transfers like that. And I see just a little bit of chalk right here. See if I see any more. Because if there's chalk in those areas where the screen is, then the chalk is not going to go through there. Did that make sense, what I just said? It didn't to me. If you don't clean the area out, then your chalk can't flow through to the board. Okay. Now, let's see how well I do this one. Not quite as good as I want it. I noticed right here I had a little bit of that off, but I think it's really supposed to be. I don't think it fits exactly, and that's what makes it unique. But I want to try to get it at the right angle. And I believe I'm fairly close. Now, no longer than what it sat over while I cleaned. This is dry. Okay, that looks like it got it. It's pretty close. There'll be a little bit off, but not much. Okay, we'll take our Mocha, give it a quick stir again, just because it sat with the lid open. And we're going to give it a dollop here and a dollop there. What do y'all think about the sour cream with the the squeeze sour cream. I bought some, I think, for Thanksgiving. Love it, love it. And I think about, when I say dollop, I think of dollop of Daisy sour cream. Now, if you haven't seen the first part of the video, all I did was lay down the pink, but I did give you some information in that one. And because my granddaughter's in it, I'm encouraging you to go watch it. You actually don't see her, you just hear her. But she is ready to do the Build-A-Bunny transfer. She was a little upset because she didn't get to do it, but I wanted her to do it with her brother, both of them together. Now, I think I may have gotten off of the transfer right there, but like I said, it's very easy to correct. Okay, now I'm through with this squeegee, so I'm going to put it in the water. And we're going to pull this up. Oh, I got off in more than one place. Oh, that looks nice. Now, I have to say, I'm off in more than one place. I think I should have left it the first time. Instead of pulling it up, I'm a little crooked over here. So, I may have to go back and redo that on my time. But you can see where it's almost perfect over here. So it was me and not the transfer. But that kind of makes it look unique too. Nobody else is going to have exactly one like this. So, consider joining Couture, making your designs for your home. Even if you're not wanting to sell or demonstrate, by becoming a designer, you get 40% off, people. 40% off. You'll find the links to both my store and the link to join in the description below. And if you have any questions about it, please put comments for me to answer back. I get back with all of my comments. That's really bothering me. So I will probably have to fix that. You want me to fix it here on camera? Let's do it. Let's do it. Just to show you how easy it is to clean up. I didn't want this to be a long video. But we can fix this. And here's your opportunity to see. May have to use more than one baby wipe. Now, if I had decided that it was perfect and I wanted it to stay, all I have to do is spray it with a clear spray like Rust-Oleum Clear Enamel or Krylon Clear Protective. Now it's leaving a little bit of a cloud, but by the time I wipe it with a clean, I'm really kind of glad I made that mistake. So you can see just how easy it is to fix. Okay, we're going to wipe it one more time. And this time I'm going to use my microfiber. But I could use my baby cloth, but I'm just wanting to get some of the water off too. Okay. Oh, I get to use my pink again. Okay, here are just the flowers. And a lot of the transfer have layering, layering, they're meant to be layered. Can't get my words right on that one. I guess because it's a little late at night for me to be doing this. But my day just didn't go to where I could do it during the day. And that's okay. Okay, we'll stir it. Haven't used it since yesterday, but it looks like it's at a good consistency. I'm going to use our angled squeegee this time. And did you notice how quick it dries? These are dry, guys. They're dry, totally. So if you needed a gift quick, you had these handy, you could do it in probably less than 30 minutes. Okay, I do need another wet one though, because I got it on me that time. Just a little baby wipe cleanup. Okay, since I put the other squeegee in there, I'm going to use our angled squeegee. It has some different sides that can be used. I've only used it a couple of times. Yeah, I'm liking it. Oh, I need some right there. And what you see falling is the dry off of the jar. I need to take better care of the jars. Not let that flaky get over there. Okay. Stick that in the water. Clean it up. And this time around, I am going to get my heat gun that I use for embossing and for mixed media and all different sorts of things. Let me see if I can find where I put it. It's still out. Okay, turn that on. You don't have to have one of these. You can use a hair dryer. Oh, I don't have her fingerprint anymore. That's okay. I'm sure I'll get more along the way. Okay. It's dry, but we want to dry off the stems now. So let me put my towel down. And it looks pretty clean. Stayed in the water a little bit longer. And my baby wipe. I'm just dabbing off the water that I could see still on it. Make sure I get all the water off of this side. Because this is the side that's going to go next to those cherry blossoms. As long as you take care of your transfers, they should last you anywhere from 10 to 20 times, depending on how well. So, you know, this is something that you could make for your whole family for Christmas. And each person would have their own. That looks much better. I think I got it. Now I'm using God's given squeegee, my fingers, to set it down. Make sure that all of it is down very good. You don't want any air pockets near where the chalk is going, because if you did, then it could cause your chalk to smear a little bit. And I've got to get a squeegee out of the water. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the big one out. Got one little spot right there, but I want to get this excess off. I have been watching Ken of Ken's Creation do the Chalkology for several months. And I thought, I don't need that. I don't need that. And then something in the back of my mind saying, yeah, you need to try it. You need to try it. Well, I gave in. Once I saw Melody do it and how easy it was. You know, Ken makes everything look wonderful. Ken of Ken's Creations on YouTube. But then I saw Melody do it for the first time and how easily she did it, not ever having done it again before. Yay! Much better. Much better. How do y'all like it? Now, that is to my approval. Looks wonderful. I do see one little spot here I'm going to have to clean up with some water to show you how I do that. It must have had a bubble there that I did not see. And right here, or either there was moisture still on the transfer. That's probably what it was. But look how easy it is to fix. It's all fixed. Live life in full bloom. Now, I have a disc I'm going to put these flowers on, and I'm going to put some other words with it. And I will do that in another video, but be watching for the one that's for St. Patrick's Day. I think that one will be coming up next. You never know. I tend to change my mind around here. It's Patricia from Huntress Habits. Have a great day, and I hope you learned something. And if you decide to join, please consider joining now because it's still fresh. You still have so many people. If you were to ask everybody that you knew on Facebook or Instagram if they knew about Chalk Couture, see how many people know. They don't know about it. So you could be that person to introduce it to them. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.